This is Juan Pablo Di Pace, and you're listening to the Fuller House podcast.
Well, hello, Tannerverse. It's Kyle, and we are back with a special bonus episode for you. Don't worry, we'll have our regular episode up for you this weekend. But in the meantime, here is Erica's interview with Ashley Liao. You probably know her as Jackson's crush Lola on Fuller House. I think you'll enjoy this. Erica and Ashley cover a wide range of topics, from how she got her start in acting to how excited she is to be upgraded to a regular for season 2. They also talk about her faith and her and Michael Campion's relationship. By the way, if you're hearing this interview and have never heard us before, head to iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app and hit subscribe. We have tons of old shows, including interviews with Elias Harger and Juan Pablo Di Pace. That's Max and Fernando, for those of you who haven't quite memorized the cast names yet. Plus, you'll also get a new dose of Fuller House news magically dropped into your phone each week. So sit back and enjoy the interview, and I'll talk to you this weekend when we're back for our regular episode.
1, 2, 3, 4. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman.
Hi.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Thanks so much for coming on with us.
Thank you. I love being on here.
It's great to have you. Congratulations, first of all, on being up to a regular on season 2 of Fuller House. How does it feel? That news just came out this week, right?
My goodness. I think I was just reading the article and I was just kind of screaming inside. I was really excited, kind of in shock still. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Just seeing it written out is just really crazy. I was kind of I was shaking. I'm going to cry because it was such an awesome article.
Oh, and landing the role of Lola has been your first big acting gig, is that right?
Yes, it has been.
So what has it been like joining this show with such a strong fan base?
You know, it was really cool. I mean, the fans are really sweet. They're awesome. They're super supportive of my character and me as a person, and they're really great. I mean, they're really welcoming to me too, which was really nice.
Was it nerve-wracking at all, though, when you knew there was so much anticipation for this big show that you're going to be on as kind of like the new kid?
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of felt like, I'm kind of the new kid, as you said. So I was like, I don't know how they're going to take it, but the fans took it really, really well. And I'm really happy about that.
Great. What's the question you get asked most from fans?
There's probably 2. Comment-wise, in Instagram stuff, comments. I think it would be, are you and Michael dating in real life? So I get asked that question a lot. And then I think for direct messages, it'd probably be how'd you start acting and how'd you get the role of Lola.
How did you get into acting? Was that a couple years ago, or have you been doing this for most of your life?
It was a pretty recent thing. I started acting when I was 10. I originally got into it from musical theater. So the production residents are like, oh, you're really good at this. How about you try actual acting? And that led to commercials, and which led to theater, as in TV. And yeah, that's how I started acting.
Very nice. Do you ever answer that question when people ask you about Michael? Or do you just say?
I do. Well, I kind of like to let them wonder, but no, we're really good friends though.
Oh, that's very cool.
On set and off set.
Oh, that's awesome.
We text each other all the time.
And so you guys are just around the same age, right?
Yeah, I think she's just a few months younger than I am.
It's probably been nice to come on with people your own age.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of do this together. Did you watch Full House in reruns growing up? You were too young to watch it when it was just coming out. Maybe your parents watched.
Yeah, missed it. I did watch Full House. I mean, after I got the audition, I kind of went over little clips and bits of Full House to make sure I knew kind of what the comedy was and what the timing was and the characters and their catchphrases and all that stuff. But I didn't exactly get to watch Full House as a kid. I think I just missed it. But my parents did. And when they heard that I got this role, they were like, this is such an incredible, like, nostalgia for us because, we grew up watching this.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's been really great.
So they were really excited. So before that, you really didn't know much about Full House before you got this role.
I didn't. I mean, I watched, the occasional episode or two on, like, Nick Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they play that. But, no, I didn't actually know too much about it before this.
Well, now that you've seen it, do you have, like, a favorite character on Full House or, like, a favorite episode?
My favorite character would probably have to be Kimmy because she is hilarious. Her lines and her costumes and all of that really brought a lot of comedy to Full House. But, I think my second favorite probably should be Comet. So cute. So cute.
You're a big dog fan.
I am. I'm a huge dog fan. I love animals.
Aww.
And then my favorite episode would probably have to be when Michelle ran Joey's car in through the kitchen.
Or Stephanie?
I thought that was hilarious. It was Stephanie. I'm like, I was too young for that.
It's okay. I grew up on it, so I can make these corrections.
Thank you.
I'm here for you.
Stephanie ran Joey's car through the kitchen. It kind of reminded me of that episode in Fuller House when, like, they had the cow in the kitchen and they're trying to, like, hide the damage that they had done.
Yeah. There's definitely some Full House elements being sprinkled into Fuller House, which I love.
For sure.
Now, I heard it was not only Michael Campion's first kiss, but also yours. Is that true or false?
That is true.
It is true.
Yes.
You were
true. The rumors are true.
I just watched that scene back, by the way, on YouTube right now. And I have to tell you, you come in so confident and so, like, you're so good about it. I mean, I think I would have just freaked out.
Thank you. In reality, we were both a little bit nervous.
Uh-huh.
We were afraid that, like, this would, like, maybe damage our relationship as, like, a friend and stuff. So we were like, weird. But, it wasn't. It made us closer. It was great.
You were in it together.
Yeah, we were in it for the winning.
And Candace's first kiss was also on camera as a teen. Did she offer you, like, any advice before, or?
She did. She told me not to be nervous about it. And that, we are going to have to do it, like, a few more times afterwards, just so we can get all the angles. But I think the first time, like, we actually, like, had our first kiss, like, in reality, even if it wasn't taped, I think she really just told me not to be nervous, and she gave me some really great advice on, how to handle it afterwards and how to not be awkward.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. You're on this show where people have lived out the stuff before you in this other life almost, and now they're here to be there for you. I mean, that's pretty unique in a show, really.
It is. It's kind of great. It's like getting a little bit of, like, help before it hits you in real life. So you kind of know how to handle things. But yeah,
you kind of need that support sometimes. I think I know I would. If that was my 20th kiss, that would have scared me. So you handled it like a pro.
Thank you.
So Lola, let's talk about your character a little bit. She's got this somewhat, like, snobby vibe to her, but she's still really likable. See, I didn't know if she was going to be like the mean girl, but it turns out she's sweet too. So is it fun to play a character like that, or?
It's a lot of fun getting to play Lola. I mean, she's so spunky, and I really like her personality as a person. Like, she's really caring for Michael's character Jackson, but she's really cool to play.
Do you have a favorite memory of filming season 1 of Fuller House?
There's a lot of memories. I know for sure every Friday we had a live show, and just, like, those were really, really great. That was probably some of my favorite memories, but my favorite memory was probably going up to San Francisco for the Giants game, which is episode 10. I mean, they actually flew us to San Francisco to film at an actual Giants versus Dodgers game. And I remember, the picture, I think a lot of people have seen this one of Andrea, me, and then Sony and Michael sitting in chairs, like in the actual game. And I think that moment was really great because, you have the game going, you have like a huge crowd behind you, and there's hot dogs.
Gotta love the hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a few of them. And you have like fans and stuff, and they're like taking pictures, and that was really probably my favorite moment of filming.
Oh, Elias came on our show and he told us that was his favorite episode to film too.
Oh,
and he said he loved the hotel you guys stayed in because it reminded him of a very pretty ship.
Oh yeah. We went into the lobby, and he told me, he's like, this reminds me of the Titanic, and I'm like, how do you know what the Titanic looks like? And he loves the Titanic.
Yeah, that's what he was telling us.
Explained to me how the high ceilings and the glass all look like the Titanic, and I'm like, wow, it really does. It was beautiful.
Wow. I heard from somebody who was at the taping that this is a little back to the first kiss, but that he was a little bit of a support to Michael during that scene.
He was. He was. It was really cute. He kind of like passed him. He's like, "You got it, dude." Literally, to quote.
He said, "You got it, dude."
You got it, dude. You got it, dude.
Oh, I imagine having Elias on the set makes things a little bit brighter and more exciting at times.
He does. His personality is awesome. He is so intelligent for being 7 or 8, maybe. And yeah, he brings so much joy and like laughter to the set. It's really great having him.
That's awesome. Is there a favorite person that you have to work with, or is it just the whole cast that you love working with in general?
Cast-wise, I'm so honored to be part of such a great cast. We have such great chemistry, and we're all like a family in a way. But I think the person I have the most fun with on set is probably Sony. Mm-hmm. Sometimes during school, we'll be in like the school trailer, and we'll just turn on Taylor Swift and blast it, and we'll have a dance party. We'll be singing it to each other and like dancing, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did see you guys at the taping in between scenes dancing quite a bit.
Oh,
it looked like quite the party. Well, you guys are around the same age. It totally makes sense that you would be friends. And her name is Sony, not Sunny. Because I've been saying
Soni.
Okay, I've been saying Sunny. Well, Ashley Liao is here to correct me. Okay, good.
My last name is a little bit tricky too. People tend to get my last name wrong. Liao. It sounds like a cat meow, but it's spelled like chow. So that's why I tell people, sounds like Liao, spelled like chow.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, good. You're here to correct me for 2 names, then. I'm glad you are, because the last thing I want to do is say your name wrong. Okay. So, Ashley, let me try it. Ashley Liao.
Perfect.
I got it. Yes. Perfect. You got it. You got it, dude.
You got it, dude.
Perfect. Now, is there anything you hope happens to Lola in the future? Or like to see her character do anything?
I really hope they kind of expand on her character to be more than just someone who's a little bit snobby, but, kind at the same time. I hope she has, like, some deeper moments, maybe, and maybe she'll have, like, struggles of her own to deal with. And, I hope she has a dog, maybe a family, dog family.
Gotta get the puppies in there for Ashley.
Gotta get the puppies. Yes, I love dogs.
Oh,
but
and
I
Elias.
really hope she has. I really hope she has some, struggles. They make her a lot more relatable too in that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I actually love that. That totally makes sense to me because you're at the age where life isn't, always
life
totally
isn't perfect.
easy.
It's not. It's not like television. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Full House is great about bringing in those real issues. And sometimes those things that make us a little bit confused about what we want, like Team Steve or Team Matt. Are you on a team yourself?
A lot of people have asked me this question. I really like both people, both as their characters and as real life people. They're both really awesome, but
they are. I've met both of them, and they're so sweet, like unbelievably sweet, both of them. Yeah.
For sure. But
okay, so you only have to pick the character, though, so don't worry.
The character, okay. I love both of them equally as people. But
okay, we got that.
Oh, this must be a difficult decision. I'd probably have to say Team Matt. I think I'm Team Matt.
Oh, I think it might be because you're new to the Full House boat, too.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we're in the same situation. Like, we're new meat. We're here. And we're new. So we're on each other's team. Okay,
I see. Well, that makes sense. And now back to you as Ashley Liao. Liao? Did I say it right? Okay, Liao. I'm still practicing.
You got it.
Liao. Phew. Okay, good. What are some of your values that you hold most important to you? We kind of talked about, at this age, a lot of things are happening and not always things that are easy. What are some values you have?
Well, my faith is really important to me. I am a Christian, so there are a lot of things I hold myself accountable to. Mm-hmm. Like, when I'm not filming and stuff, I wear a purity ring. And, when I am on set, Candace and Michael, we all share the same beliefs. And one thing I don't say, I don't use God's name in vain, which kind of comes in with, Candace's line of, oh, my Lanta. I heard that she didn't want to say God's name in vain, so they had to come up with a catchphrase for her. So, yeah, that kind of comes into play when acting as well. Yeah.
Okay. I really love your honesty and boldness about that. I think that's wonderful for other people your age to hear. I really do. In addition to being an actress, you're also a singer and guitar player. I rocked out to some of your YouTube videos. Is singing a big passion for you and guitar?
Singing and guitar are probably right up there with acting. I love playing and singing guitar. Playing and singing the guitar? I don't think that's right. I really love
I got what you meant.
And singing. Yes. Because I just started doing theater. So that's kind of when I really fell in love with the acting and singing part of the industry. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I love singing. I don't think I've ever gone a day without at least, humming a tune that's been stuck in my head.
Well, maybe we will see you sing on Fuller House. I mean, who knows?
Ooh, I
someday.
Hope so.
I would love to see that. And you've been busy lately working on other projects. Tell me about what you've been up to.
Well, we're just coming to the end of filming a show called The Kicks, which is about, girls soccer team and soccer, which is on Amazon. But, yeah, we're just now finishing this. I think this week is our very last week of filming, so that's really sad. But, as soon as we're done with that, we got Fuller House the next week.
Oh, okay. So what show... What network is this show is it on now or it's gonna be on?
The pilot, the first episode is on Amazon Prime.
On Amazon, okay,
Amazon, yes. So that's been keeping me pretty busy lately.
That's awesome. Are you LA based or in California?
I
know some of the cast. Okay, I know some of the cast is actually in different states.
Elias is up north, I think, and then Michael's all the way in Florida. He's making his way here right now. Oh, I'm really glad that we get to see them really soon. It'll be like a big family reunion.
Yeah, are you having withdrawals? You're ready to get back in?
A little bit, yeah. I'm totally ready to go see them.
And the live audience thing must be a big thrill too. To the whole sitcom thing to get back in front of.
It is. It's really cool to see what kind of jokes really make the people laugh more or laugh less or make them cry almost and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So live audience shows definitely help with the comedy of Fuller House. So it's always awesome to have the live shows on Friday.
I bet. Yeah. How fun. Where can people find and follow you? If you want them to.
People can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. My Instagram username is Ashley.Liao. That's Liao, spelled like chow. And then my Twitter is Ashley J. Liao. And then my Snapchat is Ashley_Liao. They're all posted in my Instagram bio, so in case you lose them, they're there.
Okay, perfect. Well, I already follow you, so I'm good. But for others, they might still be looking for you. Well, you are such a little adult. I really love talking to you.
Thank you.
Do you get told that a lot, that you're really mature and sophisticated for your age?
I kind of. Not really.
You can say it. It's okay. Everyone tells you that.
Kind of mature for my age, but yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to you. You're a total sweetheart and a lot of fun, I can tell.
Thank you. It's been great talking to you, too.
Hey guys, it's Kyle again. Well, I found that to be pretty interesting. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did enjoy this interview and you want to get more of the Fuller House podcast, make sure to subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. And we always love to get 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes, so share the love. This show is free to you, but it's not free to produce or host online, so every review really does mean a lot. With that, I'm out. Talk to you soon on the Fuller House podcast.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fuller House Podcast with Erica and Kyle. Find us and like us on Facebook at the Fuller House Podcast, on Twitter at Fuller House Cast, or on Instagram at Fuller House Podcast. Or shoot us an email at fullerhousepodcast@gmail.com. And make sure you never miss an episode by subscribing to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you found this show. And feel free to leave us a 5-star review. See you next week.